to order. The time is now 6:11. We do have a quorum, and I guess we'll jump straight into our first item, consideration and approval for health insurance rates for the 2018-2019 school year. And I will, just to let you know, the board and the community know that I will be abstaining from the discussion and the vote on this matter, but I'll be happy to be the presiding officer.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 3 is approve a health insurance rate for 2018-2019 school year. We met with the Employee Benefit Committee in July and with our design team members in August to review numbers and the plan. In your packet, you do have the new rates. It's a 3.2% increase from the current year. 2 minor changes to our plan, and we think they're minor. We will incorporate a $150 copay to our ER visits. We will also be incorporating a telemedicine program in our plan. And this is a virtual doctor network that we're going to have with a $10 copay to employees. Staff will be able to do some of their doctor visits online, mostly the minor visits. Again, we did discuss this at our Employee Benefit Committee meeting in July. And from the committee meeting, we form a design team as well. That's what the committee recommended for us to do, and which is our employees that are on that benefit committee meeting are on the design team. We did meet with them, and we ran this information through them, and they were all supportive of these changes. Again, we're increasing our rate about 3.2%. 100% paid by the school district for the employee costs, and the employee independence. If they have some dependents, they have to pay a little bit extra. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Any questions, comments? If not, what's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. President, I make approval of the health insurance rates for the 2018-2019 school year as recommended by administration.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously, and please note my abstention for the record. At this time, we'll take up the next item, consideration and approval of dental plans renewal for 2018-2019 school year. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 4 is consideration and approval of the dental plan for the 2018-19 school year. We're recommended to renew with Emeritus Group for 1 year at no increase. This is an employee-paid dental plan, 100%. And we also did discuss this at our July Employee Benefit Committee meeting. We recommend approval.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for approval of dental plans renewed for the 2018-2019 year. Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Any further discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. At this time, we'll move to the next item, consideration and approval of a renewal of iStation program. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 5 is approval of renewal of iStation. This program provides support in the area of reading, I think, to our elementary campuses. This is a sole source vendor as approved by TA. The cost will be $149,999.99. We recommend approval.
Sounds like it's on sale or something. Any-
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the renewal of the iStation program as presented by administration.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Any further discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. This time, consideration and approval of the HSD compensation plan for the 2018-2019 school year. Mrs. Debbie Scoggin.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, Board of Trustees, senior team, and audience. The 2018-19 Employee Compensation Plan is a comprehensive plan. It's inclusive of the teacher hiring schedule, the new hourly rate paid for our bus drivers, and the revised salary pay tables that reflect the cost of living increase approved by our Board of Trustees in July. Also included is an update to the speech, drama, and debate stipends for our middle school and high school programs. And in addition, 4 stipends were added for our high school STEM programs such as Green Power USA, Sea Perch Robotics, and Team America Rocketry Challenge. Finally, information regarding an increase to the bus driver attendance incentive program is included. Administration recommends approval of the 2018-19 Employee Compensation Plan.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of the HCISD compensation plan for 2018-2019.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Any further discussion or question? I just want to applaud you for, again, the inclusion for the cost of living increase. That was amazing support,
Thank
and
you.
also the stipends and bus drivers. And I think so many great things in this compensation plan that we can be proud of. And so thank you. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you all very much.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. This time, we'll take up the next item, approval of the HISD 2018-2019 budget. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 7 is approval of the 2018-19 school budget. A public meeting was held earlier today as required by law. The board is required to approve the general fund, food service fund, and debt service fund. In our general fund, we have revenues and appropriation of $176,782,796. Food service fund budget and appropriation is at $15,056,022. Debt service fund revenues and appropriations is at $10,943,128. All steps have been taken to comply with the truth and taxation requirements. We recommend approval. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for approval of the HCIC 2018-2019 budget.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Budget is approved unanimously. At this time, we'll take up the next item, approval of budget amendments. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item number 8 is approval of budget amendments. We had a total of 3. The 3 are included in your packet. These are year-end adjustments to our budget. We recommend approval. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Mr. President, I make approval for the budget amendments as recommended by administration.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. At this time, we'll take up the next item, consideration to reject bid for the 2018 Security Fencing and Gate Improvements Project, CSP number CNS T0818-1. Mr. Gracia.
Good evening, Dr. Pettis, Dr. Cavazos, board, staff. We bring for your consideration this rejection of the bid. The Harlingen School District solicited bids, and we only received one bid. After a careful evaluation of this particular dollar amount, we felt that it was beyond the budgeted allocations available. As previously discussed, the administration does take seriously the fiduciary responsibility of the expenditures. And in this case, we feel that if we reject the bids, go back and reevaluate the actual requirements and possibly the design of that requirements, we could bring this price back to the board after competitively bidding it again.
Any questions or any discussion, or what's the will of the board?
Mr.
Yes.
President, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, I recommend rejecting the bid for the 2018 Security Fencing and Gate Improvements Project.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second from Eladio. Any further discussion? Just one question for you, just rejecting this bid, just from a procedural standpoint, processes and procedures, doesn't put us, the district in any, doesn't increase our exposure in any way with any of the vendors, does it?
No, sir, it does not, no.
Okay.
The project itself will be reevaluated, re-scoped, if you will, to define a new project scope, and then we'll bid it out accordingly.
Thank you, sir. If no further discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. This bid has been rejected.
Mr. President,
Please.
he kind of mentioned that we will rebid, but I do have to share with you that this is his last board meeting because
Oh.
he'll be retiring at the end of the month. And I did sign the paperwork, and it's, we're gonna miss Tony Gracia. He's been with us for many years and has done an incredible job. We didn't even get him cake today, Chair. I just want
How
to.
about a standing ovation?
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
I, for one, would welcome the opportunity for you to come back at a future board meeting so we can actually celebrate you accordingly. I would love to see that if you.
I'll
if
take you up on that, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your phenomenal years of service, and we hope to see you around. Don't go far, because we're going to have,
Absolutely. It's been an honor to serve Harlingen.
we'll need
it's
your
really been
advice
a
and
home.
counsel, that's for sure.
Thank you.
But his wife is in the audience wanting to make sure that he did retire, right? Right? Oh, yeah. So,
Well, that and the
It's-
fact that
it-
I promised her dinner because I haven't fed her all day.
Oh, there you go.
And now it's on tape and it's been
That's
recorded.
it.
But it's also on tape recorded that he's gonna rebid, so I don't know.
I don't know
what-
which one
Which
more.
one it is. No, she says no. Okay, no.
Thank you.
Mr. Gracia, thank you very much.
very much.
I also do want to thank Tony for all his years of service. He's been with the district for 26, 27 years, and part of our team, or at least, I've been with the district about 17 years, and he's been at the helm those 17 years, and he's done a great job, and I really appreciate his work and his effort for this school district.
It would have been nice if Shane, if we had the camera so we could take a picture with his wife and even all of us.
He's got it.
He does have a.
I have one right now.
Mr. President?
Oh, let's do it. Let's please do that, yes. This will take us.
Awesome.
What was our time?
Great idea.
She's still helping us as a substitute, so.
It's different, elsewhere.
That was nice, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. This item will move to our next item on the agenda, approval of the memorandum of understanding with Behavioral Health Solutions for the 2018-2019 school year. Dr. Noyola.
Thank you, Dr. Perez, Dr. Cavazos, board members, senior team, and audience. Tonight, we bring for your consideration and approval the renewal of a memorandum of understanding with Behavioral Health Solutions for the 2018-19 school year. We have had Behavioral Health Solutions working with our district for the past 4 years. They provide services to our secondary campuses designed to reduce substance abuse amongst young adults. Their services are primarily focused in the area of prevention through presentations, evidence-based activities, and the dissemination of information to families and parents regarding the deterrence of tobacco, alcohol, and other abuse. They also provide intervention services based on student referrals from the campuses. Funding for these services is provided by a grant through the Texas Department of State Health Services, and no fee or cost is incurred by the district. Administration recommends approval of the renewal of the Memorandum of Understanding.
Mr. President, I recommend, I move that we approve the memorandum of understanding with Behavioral Health Solutions for the 2018-2019 school year.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. This time we'll go to the next item, approval of the teacher evaluation of appraisers for the 2018-2019 school year. Ms. Debbie Scoggin.
Thank you, Dr. Bettis, Dr. Cavazos, and Board of Trustees. Attached is a list of campus and department administrators who have received the state mandated training to serve as teacher evaluation appraisers. Administration recommends approval of the appraisers as noted for the 2018-19 school year.
Mr. President, I make a motion for approval of the teacher evaluation appraisals for the 2018-2019 as recommended by administration.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. At this time, We will adjourn to close our executive session pursuant to the Texas Government Code, Sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, and 551.082, the Open Meetings Act, for the following purposes: discuss employment of teachers and other professional staff. We are now in executive session.
That we approve the employment of teachers and other professional staff is recommended by administration.
Second?
A motion and a second by Mr. Jaimes. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. At this time, this meeting is adjourned.